Alright, YouTube, my friend David keeps commenting on my videos and asking me questions. So I'm going to go ahead and address one of those today. He asked me what shows have I been in and which one was my favorite. And so I made a giant list right here. I don't know if you can see that. Giant list of the shows I've been in, and I'm going to go through them all without talking too much about it, because if I do, this is going to be a 10-minute video, and you're all going to be sick of me forever and always. So the first three were Honk, in which I was Grace the Most Amazing Duck on the Lake. That was my first show ever. Got to speak in a British accent. Once Upon a Shoe and Go Fish, which are just like weird student shows for students to put on, because I went to an acting school, not an acting school, but an acting class, and they would put shows on every year, so that was that. The next show I was in is I was the young kangaroo in Seussical at the high school where I lived in 3rd grade. I did Wizard of Oz at a theater camp. Then I started doing community theater, so I did Camelot, in which I was a dancing, singing mushroom. So that was exciting. Unwritten role. Then I did the Velveteen Rabbit, in which I got my first lead. I was the Velveteen Rabbit in the Velveteen Rabbit. I was also sick the entire run, so that kind of sucked a lot. Then I did The Reluctant Dragon, which is based off of a children's book. I was a dancing sheep. So yeah. At Stages Theater, which if you live in Minnesota, you probably know what that is. La-da-da-da-da. There was a point, I don't know when this was, but I wrote this on the list. I did A Mall in the Night Visitors, which is like an opera thing. I was just in the ensemble, but pretty fun. I still love the music from that show. I also did, at my community theater, I did The Sound of Music, Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, and The Best Christmas Pageant Ever. At my high school, I have done Once Upon a Mattress, in which I was the hysterical girl, and Sherlock, in which I was Leary the Goon, if you know the show. I've also done 2 student-written one-act shows, so one of them was called The Amazing Scarlet, which was about a superhero that lives with his mom. Yeah, I was a henchman. That's kind of a thing now. They cast me as villains and henchmen all the time, which I enjoy because I used to always get cast as animals. So I think it's a step up. Then this year I did a one-act called What's Funny, in which I was Agnes the villain, David Dahl. I know you were watching this. He was my henchman Mo, kind of aloof, and I was kind of mean and awful. Sometimes he'll walk up to me and say Agnes, and then I make my Agnes face, which is basically like this. I can make that face all day now because of that show. My favorite show, which is the only one that I haven't mentioned so far, was Jesus Christ Superstar, which I did a 6-month run at Chanhassen Dinner Theater, which was a professional theater, so that was super duper exciting, and I still get really excited talking about it. I got paid, so that's cool. 6-month run, I think I already said that. I was pretty sad when it was over, because it was pretty much the best experience of my entire life. Because I got to watch the professionals and learn from them and all that fancy stuff. I'd really like to go back and work there again someday. I don't know if that'll be within my high school life or what, but eventually that's kind of my end goal. And I just got into 9 to 5, which I talked about auditioning for. I'm in the ensemble, which originally I was kind of upset. I was like, I don't really want to be in the ensemble again for the 50 bajillionth time. And then I went to the read-through and got really super pumped up about it, because there's a lot of musical numbers and dancing and singing, and the ensemble gets to do all sorts of crazy things, and there might be puppets. So that would be awesome! So, I'm not upset anymore. You asked me how my callback went. I got blown out of the water by someone else, which is okay. I just gotta keep trying harder, keep improving my skills, keep working at it. And I think that I have talked way more than my share at this point, so I'm going to go ahead and end the video.